Hello and welcome to the Supervisors Report for August of 2009. A lot to catch up on with you, and brought a couple guests with me. One of my first guests was our Animal Control Officer and Constable Craig Schultz, who was on our first show back in March. And we have him back tonight to talk about some exciting things that are going on, not just in the town, but also in conjunction with the National Barbecue, which is coming up this month, August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, right at the Summit, the mall on Williams Road. And another guest I have is Gregory, the chairman of the barbecue, who's going to be giving us all an update on the barbecue, what's going to happen this year as compared to last year, and I think some new and exciting involvement, and I think Craig has something to offer to that as well. So welcome both of you to the show again.
Thank you.
And you've both been on the show before, so this is nothing new. And what I'll do is I'm going to just start right away with number one, reminding everybody the phone number here is 434-1733. If you want to call in a question about the town or about the barbecue or anything like that, give us a call, 434-1733. And first, I'm going to turn it over to our barbecue champion extraordinaire and barbecue chairman extraordinaire, Honcho Gregory. So, Roy, fill us in.
We got a lot to catch up on. We are now a New York State Championship. Mr. Maziarz was nice enough to contact the governor and push that through. We have good sponsors, a lot of good sponsors. We have the casino, we have Cataract Travel, we got A to Z Rental over on Walmore Road. We've got Quick Clean, Joe. He stepped up to the plate today. We got a lot of excellent sponsors. David Chevy, and we got George Edwards Jewelers. He stepped up to the plate. It's looking real good. Right now we got 16 teams. We're ahead of where we were last year, but I think with the economy and some other stuff, I think we're just a little bit behind. But I'm confident we're going to catch up. I really think so.
So that's good. I mean, you have some really good competitors who compete. I know that the winner of the barbecue last year at the mall went to Georgia for the championship as well on behalf of the barbecue right here in Wheatfield. And I know that when called upon, the Wheatfield business community and the Wheatfield residents have always stepped to the plate. We had 21 total teams last year. I think we're going to have more than that this year. As you said, we're a little ahead of the curve from last year at this time, but I think with a little more advertising, and now that the location has actually been set real quick, the mall was the original location, and there was some concerns when there was an issue at the mall beginning a couple months ago about the bankruptcy of the mall and the changing over of ownership of the mall. Kind of threw a question on the barbecue. We then were going to move it back to the town of Wheatfield site, to the campus of Town Hall and the community center and the youth center and gyms. But that was then changed when the mall owner flew in this past Thursday and said we would like to have it right back at the mall. We have plenty of parking, a central location. The use of the interior of the mall would be available. We have the pinball championship. We have the national and state certified barbecue. And it looks like it's going to be a bigger, better event, more activities, more events, certainly I think more competitors. And last year was a great success. This year will be even greater, and we're really looking forward to it. And to those people out there who are looking forward to coming and enjoying the barbecue and enjoying a 3-day event, it will be at the Summit, returning to the mall, and there will even be a car show this year as well, Roy, which is a new addition. A lot of new additional events this year.
Yes, there is. Keith at KS Auto over in Niagara Street in the city of Tonawanda stepped up to the plate, and he's going to run a car show, and he tells me that he's had anywhere between 100 to 200 cars coming, possibly. And then he was out to the one out in Marilla, and he gave out another 800 slingers and actually ran out because they had 1,200 cars. And then he had 2 more shows last week, and one which was out of town. So, you know, we could fill the lot. It could be, could be the biggest thing the lot's had in years,
Right, that's
We're
great.
really happy about it.
So there are a lot of new events, different championships.
Oh, yeah.
Bigger prize purse.
Yeah.
And some other activities. I know Craig Schultz, our constable and director of animal control in Wheatfield in the building department, also is involved in. What is your activities this year with the barbecue? I know that Ron and I had talked, and you've been involved. So what is it, Craig, that you're going to be doing as part of that project?
Well, our last show we talked about how I drove us kids here cross country, And from that started our not-for-profit Drive Against Diabetes. And we work very closely with the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. And this year there's a People's Choice Award that I'm getting more educated on barbecuing than I ever thought I'd be educated in my entire life. So what we decided to split the monies raised for the People's Choice Award between Hospice of Niagara and the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, which both are excellent causes. And basically we're going to be selling, I want to call it like a voucher or ticket at the barbecue. And all the money raised there will go to both organizations. And my organization is the sponsor for that, and then we'll make sure all monies go to the appropriate funds. And we've been working with Hospice and JDRF, and they both have been obviously really receptive to the idea.
Now, the Wheatfield Constables are involved in this as well, right? Working with you on both helping with the barbecue and also with the fundraising for Hospice and for the Juvenile Diabetes Association. So those are both good causes. Obviously, I think the Constables, the barbecue promoter, and everybody involved is going to be active with.
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, the Constables will be the ones that are selling the tickets for the People's Choice Award.
Yep.
If you see any officers around, you can actually go up to them and say, I'd like to purchase a ticket.
While they last.
While they last, exactly. They give out sample. What basically is it works is you get a voucher to try some samples, and then you get to vote on your favorite team. But the money that you donate, per se, will go right to the either, said be split 50-50. It doesn't go back to the teams at all. All the teams basically are putting their money up front. It doesn't go back to the teams at all. 100% goes to the two organizations.
They're competing for another award, which last year was Chris from Formal Barbecue won the award, and he's real ecstatic about it. He can't wait to come back and defend it. And then we got Scott from One Eye Jack's over here in Lockport, and we have another new addition, Donnie's Smokehouse from down in Buffalo, which is a Virginia state champion. He's coming in, and he wants to compete for that coveted cup too. So I really think it's going to be twice as good as it was last year.
That's good news, and it was a great event last year. We had thousands of people come out to the event last year over 2 days. And who was it again that won the Supervisors Cup? Oh, yeah, Wheatfield over the town of Niagara.
The Wheatfield Wheaties.
The Wheaties. I didn't pick the name. I did not pick the name. Chris, on line 1. Chris, are you there?
Yes, yeah. Yes, I am.
Hi, Chris. How you doing?
Not bad. Yourself?
Good. So far, so good.
Chris, how you doing? That's our winner of our People's Choice Award, right?
This is Chris, the winner of our People's Choice?
Chris McClendon, right?
Yes, this is with Formal Barbecue.
That's what I thought. How you doing?
Wait a minute, Chris McClendon from Scotland Yard, Chris McClendon?
Yep.
Yes, same Chris McClendon.
Don't you
So
do
you
that?
don't know.
The black top king of Western New York, Chris McClendon?
and the Barbecue King.
Barbecue King, that's right.
Chris, do you remember this face? You remember this, Chris?
That face, how could anybody forget it? Chris, tell him. How could anybody forget that face?
I'm not going to go there.
Good, good.